I change game modes every loss. These are the 7 game modes that I will be playing today, starting with Duels. I'm playing in the 800 trophy range and I'm using Nani, Charlie, and Edgar. A bit of a strange matchup here first because my opponent is using Fang, Rico, and Edgar. I'm just worried here about landing shots, charging that super, so when he gets too close, I can use it. I sped things up a bit because it was a bit repetitive just going back and forth and slowly chipping away at his health. I do have my super now and I see him start to get close, but unfortunately he gadgets me to stun me before I can even react. Now in this one, the Fang charges right at me, so I have to super to stay alive. Luckily here, I'm doing great damage on him and end up taking him out. Now it's Charlie against Rico, and I'm just trying to charge my super while at the same time not letting him charge. He sat behind the wall there for a while and eventually started to peek his head out, but I knew once he got too close, I was able to spam that attack and take him out. Now here with the Edgar, I knew I'd have to super him to have even a chance, but unfortunately here, I super him, and then I end up trying to take him out here, but he runs away and ends up surviving. We would have done the ring around the rosy there if I chased him. So now I'm just waiting for him to jump and I can try and charge my super, but I get a bit too close there and he ends up taking me out and I waste my gadget, which really is unfortunate because that was my last gadget and that shield gadget would have helped me so much in this 1v1. Luckily, I'm winning a little here, doing some chip damage. I have my hypercharge, but so does he. We both end up using it, but he takes me out, and I don't have that gadget. It's so unfortunate. Now we're moving on to Trophy Escape, and I'm using Edgar here because this mode is just full of assassins and sometimes snipers. Just looking to get some trophies and power cubes. I see a guy down here. Colette ambushes me from the side. I have to use a gadget to survive. I know she won't let me get close enough. There's 2 people left now. It happens to be that same Colette, and I really want to take her out for those 12 trophies. Hypercharge, jump on her. She pushes me away, but I have my gadget and jump. Go again, but I get way too greedy going, and she takes me out, and I lose the trophies. Now we're moving on to Hot Zone with the new brawler. We're doing some Larry and Lori because these indestructible walls are great for Larry and Lori. But then, unfortunately, a Miko pops right out of the bush and takes me out immediately. So I switch over to the other circle to deal with the Sandy instead of the Miko, which is a much more favorable matchup, and I end up doing pretty well here, getting the Sandy low health, so my Buzz rotates back to the other circle, which was great. Take out the Sandy here. It's going excellently. I'm just racking up these points, but then I see that dang monkey come out of his spawn, jump in the air. I should have autoed at my feet a little bit, but he just does so much damage, and I couldn't do much, but I'm gadgeting to dodge and heal, and my gadget's about to come up and I'm spamming it, but it just doesn't activate, which is really unfortunate. And Lori almost took out Miko, but didn't get to, unfortunately. Buzz is holding down that bottom circle, but I'm trying to push up here and we end up losing. Now going into solo showdown, Dark Passage, I chose Leon and the Shelly immediately tries the team. Classic solo showdown player, and I am not teaming Shelly. You can back off, let me get this power cube. You can go stay in your bush. Don't even come near me. The Shelly keeps coming after me, so I figured I'd try and charge my super off of her. She is becoming very annoying, pushing me to the edge of the map, but I know I can outpoke her as long as she doesn't activate the gadget, and then the moment she does, I hide behind that cactus. It's not Spike though, it's an inanimate object. Here I sped it up to 4.5 times speed, which is huge because it was a lot of back and forth. It would have been pretty boring to watch. It was so much poking, and I end up on the bottom side of the map around these Shellys and this bull, and I just continually try to keep my distance and poke them down and try to force them towards each other to fight each other. But I get way too arrogant and the bull immediately takes me out with like 2 shots. At least we saw him go down right after me. All right, we are moving straight into Knockout New Horizons. Working with Fang here, just dodging these tick shots, looking to charge my super a little. Luckily with the Fang star power that negates some of the damage, the tick attack really doesn't do much damage while that star power is active, which is great. Luckily, Buzz goes in, gets the great takedown on the Chester. I go in, start acting like a bit of a bot, and do a terrible super there, wasted it, unfortunately, but luckily the Buzz takes out the tick and his super, and then it is a 2v1 for my team. and it seems like they are going to clutch up for me because I didn't, and the Buzz total MVP of that round. All right, this round I got to be a little more intelligent, not go down like a Dumbo, and help my team out a bit more. The Colt is taking a lot of damage. He better not get taken down. And here I'm just trying to poke, charge up my super a bit. Luckily the tick is allowing me to do that. I see his super coming, so I take that out before it gets to me. I'm just rotating around the side here, trying to get the angle on the tick. Then I notice my teammates take out the spike, which is excellent, but Colt is very low, so I come to help out with the Chester. Now Colt breaks the wall, but gets way too close and gets taken out by the Chester. But the Buzz goes in, gets the takedown on the Chester, goes in on the tick, gets taken down, but then I can clean that up, finish the game out for my team. Now, since that was a win, we don't change game modes. We go into knockout game number 2. And here I am against the Leon, but he is getting a bit too close to me. I'm able to do some good damage, but then the Mandy comes around and almost takes me out, but bam, kick her straight in the face. She's donezo. And now we just have to take out these other two, the Leon and the Crow. Sandy tries to get the gadget on the Crow, but ends up getting poisoned. I could super the Crow, but I'm not sure how close he is to super himself, so I don't have to jump away. Luckily, Piper busts a couple shots in that Crow. Now I'm here kicking him. He's donezo, and we're just waiting for the Leon to appear. Sandy puts him to sleep, and we take that boy right out. Quickly hopping into round 2 of game 2 of Knockout New Horizons. Still this Leon, he wants the smoke, but I don't think he can handle it. Take out his clone, easy peasy. He comes at me for real. I super him, take him out, and the Crow poisons me. Oh, the poison damage is going to take me out. Oh wait, my star power made me take 30 damage instead of the 290 from the poison, and I actually end up surviving just because of that. Even though it really doesn't matter, my team took them out to win game number 2. On to game number 3. Just fighting this Charlie, trying to dodge her super, dodge her auto attack so that she doesn't charge her super. But then the Sprout comes and messes up all my plans, but it's fine. I already have half my super charged. Just waiting on these people. She keeps throwing this dang boomerang plant at me, and then Piper's trying to come over here and charge her super and shooting me, but I will just dodge her shots and not allow her to get that super charge. And then Brock essentially takes her out. And now it is an excellent match for us. It's a 3v2. The Brock is blowing everything open. The Sprout is near the gas. It is looking excellent for our team. The Brock jumps in to attack the plant of the Charlie, which was strange. So the Charlie was able to take him out, but there's the two of us against the Charlie, and she ends up wasting her super there, but it's okay. We end up taking her out and winning that round. On to round 2. I already have my super charged. They switch lanes. The Piper is trying to deal with me, but she is not doing the best job. Now, as long as my teammates don't go down, we seem to be at a good position. The Piper gets a tad close to me, uses her gadget, but it's fine. I can just retreat and heal. Just waiting for Brock to land a few shots and I can super in. Brock actually hypercharged supers, but doesn't take anyone out, although there are a lot less walls, which is great for us against the Sprout. And Sprout creates his own little wall, but the Charlie is way out of position. We end up taking her out. The Piper cannot hit her shots or her gadget, missing everything. And this is at like 850 trophies as well. We end up taking them out. I didn't do much, didn't even have to super. We're on to knockout game number 4. I cannot believe we're on this win streak. It is really extending the length of this video. But here, this freaking Miko jumps on me. I'm lagging a little and I don't gadget, and so I get taken out, and then our Piper gets taken out. And it's our Miko against a Brock and an Edgar, which is not a favorable matchup. The Brock actually did quite a bad jump there, but Edgar still took our Miko out, unfortunately. So here I come around trying to play it a bit more safe against this Miko. I don't want to lose this game, obviously, and especially not this round, because then the game would be over. So I'm just coming over here trying to do something, but I miss my gadget and I get taken out immediately by the Miko again. I cannot believe that a Miko does that well against like a pretty tanky brawler. Miko is definitely quite good, and sadly our Miko is in a 1v3 now because Piper and I went down and he ends up getting hit. And it is just not looking well. It looks like the knockout win streak might be over, but hey, that's not the worst thing because I don't want this video to be like 45 minutes. It is longer than I expected for sure. Obviously, he's going for the Brock here, and the Brock still actually had a gadget, but didn't use it for some reason. But we still end up losing, which means it's time for a new game mode. On to Showdown, Dark Passage, Duo Showdown this time. And I'm just queuing with randoms. I have an Edgar teammate, which is never a great sign, but at least Showdown is a decent game mode for him. I'm just trying to charge my super, maybe take out a Brock here. He unknowingly sidesteps, but it's fine. I don't know where the heck my Edgar is going. He's just walking around, doesn't really even attack anyone, and gets taken down. Classic Edgar player. And here I'm in a terrible position and immediately get taken out. Well, that was a quick one, and we are on to a new game mode. Now we are doing Brawl Ball, Sunny Soccer, and I figured I'd use Cordelius. He seems like a pretty good brawler for this game mode and this map. I love his little jump gadget and his star power with the healing and the poison. I really enjoy Cordelius's whole kit. I got his hypercharge too, which is great on my new account, and you know, love picking up those mushrooms to heal. I'm really hoping they don't score right here, but luckily I come back just in time, take out the bull, try to take out the surge, but he stays out of my range, and we're just slowly pushing up. Sandy gets taken out for no reason there, and I expected the surge to jump on me, but he didn't. But that's fine. The Primo comes flying in, and luckily our surge is doing some great work on the side, but ends up getting taken out. And now I'm just trying to make sure their surge can't score, and I jump over to take him out, luckily, and then go to super the Primo. Miss that super, but it's fine. There's 3 of us alive. They're waiting for the surge. We just need to push up a bit. I have my hypercharge. We have a Sandy on our team. Sandy's super is probably the best in the game. It is so good. And here I hypercharged the Primo to take him out, but unfortunately my teammate went down, and I just jump away so that the surge can't take me out. That was a beautiful gadget by the Sandy, allows me to take out the surge, but now I'm rushing back hoping the bull doesn't score, but they take him out. Now I just put this Primo in the Shadow Realm and just try to keep him there so that my teammates have a better chance to score. And as soon as we pop out, he tries to fly at me. I jump away to avoid the damage and then start fighting the bull. Now here I put the bull in the Shadow Realm as well, and obviously putting them in the Shadow Realm is great for me for healing, pick up some mushrooms, and take bull out so he can't defend. Unfortunately, man, he pops out of the Shadow Realm right as our surge takes a shot, so he ends up blocking that, but I'm trying to take a shot and then put the Primo in the Shadow Realm, but then the surge comes over here, but at least I use my super to enter the Shadow Realm to dodge the surge super jumping on me, but then they both end up getting past me. But now I'm really just trying to take out this surge without getting taken down, but right there he ends up taking me out, but at least I get the ball out of our half of the map. And now we're all respawning, pushing up the Sandy super, which is so excellent, and just slowly taking out the bull. And then surge takes out one of ours, but I end up taking him down, get some healing. Surge does a great super onto the Primo to prevent him from scoring. Primo goes a bit aggro on me, takes me down, but the Sandy was right behind me to back me up. This is a very close first game of Brawl Ball. Sandy super, once again, so clutch, but ends up getting taken down. Now I'm just trying to make sure the surge can't predict where I am, and then I come in here to try and take one of them out. I super the bull, get some healing, and take him out of the action. Maybe my teammates can do a lucky super or something, and they end up taking out the surge. And here I'm just continually fighting this bull and get him quite low and end up taking him out. And now I just need to super the surge, but we end up scoring before I even do that. So that is an excellent game number 1. Jumping right into game number 2, I have BB and Buzz on my team. I am against Fang and Edgar, so it's a bit rough fighting these assassins, but you can see right there with the damage gear, luckily I was able to take out Edgar, but Fang with the dang shoe took me out. But luckily, Fang almost scored there, but Buzz coming in clutch, defending that goal. BB taking out Fang, which is great news. Just dodging some of these Larry and Lori shots. The Edgar gets taken out. I try to go for a goal here, but end up going down. But BB's doing some great work, pressuring them, but as long as she doesn't go down here. And Buzz and I start moving up, but BB does go down, but Buzz does a great engage. And I'm lagging a little bit here, but one of them is taken out. I try to go for a sneaky goal and get it with the long range super. It was excellent. Here we go, continuing on now. The Larry and Lori jumping around to dodge the Edgar and the Larry Lori shots. And the Edgar luckily keeps trying to fight me, and I just manage my distance. I have a bit of a longer range. Accidentally auto-aim the super there, which goes for the Lori. I feel like the super auto-aim shouldn't go for a non-player character, but whatever. Quickly super the Fang when the Edgar jumps on me to make sure I survive. Quickly dodging those shoes that almost took me out, grabbing some heals, doing a bunch of great damage, just stalling for my team overall. But unfortunately, there's some great passing plays. My teammates are way too far up, out of position. They end up scoring. It's 1-1. This could end the Brawl Ball streak right now. I jump away to deal with that Edgar, and then I super hypercharge the Fang to slow him down, take him out. Now the three of us are moving up. The Edgar comes out, but we're quickly doing some damage and passing the ball to him to distract him. The Fang does super us and takes me out, but we end up scoring, and that's game 2 in the bag. Now right on to game 3. I am against a Mortis, which can be a little troublesome, but luckily we have a Surge, which is a fantastic tank counter. He's fighting the Fang right there and takes him out, and now we just have to not all clump up for the Mortis to super us all. Luckily, the Rico takes him out. Now I'm supering the BB, get some healing, take her out of the action, allow my teammates to get some better positioning. And I know she's in this bush, so I'm charging super and trying to see if I can get some hits on her, lower her health a little bit. Right now, Mortis is all the way back towards their base, and Rico's doing some supers, but I really want to be careful about this Fang going for a sneaky goal with his super. So I quickly put him in the Shadow Realm. I can get some healing. He actually took some poison damage, so he doesn't have much health. I end up taking him out. At the same time, the Rico takes out the BB, and there's only Mortis left. I am spinning for my life, saying, please pass me the ball. And eventually he does a little sad face. I still score, even though I don't think I should have there. But luckily, we are up 1-0 right now. The Mortis comes in, but we are able to take him out. The Fang comes charging in, misses his super, and then I super him to save the Surge because I believe he would have been taken out by the Fang. Luckily, take out the Fang there quickly. Beautiful shot there, but actually missed. I'm not exactly sure. It was off my screen. I definitely thought that was a goal in the end of the game. So it has me a little worried, and the Mortis takes me out. I mess up my shot there, and now I'm like thinking, they're gonna win it right here. But the beautiful Rico super comes in so clutch, and Fang is just trying to heal. That's why he's not jumping in with the super to take out the Rico. But once again, I am a bit afraid of this Mortis. He can dodge my shots while damaging me, but luckily the BB goes down for next to no reason. The Fang does some great plays, and I click my super button there to take the Mortis into the Shadow Realm, giving the Surge a free goal, but I guess it just didn't activate in time. But Surge takes out the Mortis and scores, which is excellent. On to game number 4. So right now we are against the BB now, and against the Leon we have Nita and Jean. Now Nita and Jean are kind of interesting picks, especially against this Primo. It's not great. He could have walked up right there and scored, but luckily I had my Shadow Realm, so I'm able to mess with him a bit. He gets poisoned, and I end up taking him out. So now we're pushing up. Leon is distracted with this bear. I'm trying to get my super and do some damage to this BB, but the enemy team is regrouping, and Primo has so much health. This super right there does a lot of damage to me. I end up going down to the fire, and Jean completely messes up the gadget. Come on, Jean, you had one job, buddy, and you could have stopped her from scoring. But anyways, it's fine. We keep pushing. Take out the BB. I have my super. I have the ball. I'm wondering if I could do a sneaky jump play, but I get taken out immediately. Luckily, the Primo does waste his super. That right there was amazing. The Jean gadgeted, pushing them back into the Nita bear stun. That was an excellent accidental combo. I really love it. Now here, I'm just trying not to go down. I'm trying to defend the goal from this BB. I'll super her if I have to. Right there. End up supering her, get a whole bunch of healing. She hits me to half health, but I instantly heal back to full because the mushroom healing is amazing and the healing stacks. The bear stun coming in clutch. We take out the BB. The Leon is very low. Jean takes out the Primo, and then the Leon. All three of us alive, moving up. The Jean uses his hypercharge, which is a bit of an interesting call, but we got the goal, so I'm not going to complain or judge him on that. I have my hypercharge. I have my super. I'm waiting to see what happens. The BB goes in. I hypercharge super the Primo, and he almost took me out, but luckily I was able to run away because I'm so fast and he's so slow, and just stay out of his range while I'm still able to attack him. It's great that Cordelius just slightly outranges like all the tanks, which is great for him. Right there, I just get 3 tapped by the BB, which was not great, but I will be back soon to continue helping my teammates. I still have all 4 jump gadgets, but I'm really just focused on not letting them score. I know they're going to try and do some sneaky play right as all the walls disappear, so I quickly super this BB to get her out of the mix, and then my other 2 teammates just have to deal with the Leon. Hopefully he doesn't score. Right now I'm just chasing this BB, not sure where anyone is, and she ends up smacking me right as we come out of the Shadow Realm. But right now we're about halfway down the map, so it's pretty even here. The Primo gets a bit too aggressive. We end up taking him out. I put the BB in the Shadow Realm just so my teammates are again in a 2v1, and hopefully they can push up and score, and they do right after I take out the BB. So that is game number 4 in the bag. And once again, this video is going very long, but I am committed to the topic. I am not going to change until I lose. So we are continuing on here. This bow actually does quite a bit of damage, but he completely misses there, and I take him out. I'm worried about the Nita because she can 2-tap me with this low health, but my Primo's actually doing some great work, and now I'm just here messing with the Fang. I super the bow, but I miss. If I landed that super, we would have scored right there, which is very unfortunate, but I try to pass it to Primo. He does a beautiful super onto the walls to break it open and walk it right in. That was an excellent goal. Now here, we're pushing up some more. The bow and the Nita doing a bit too much damage to me. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to back off and retreat a bit. Luckily, I can just deal with the bear right now, but my teammates go down, and then all 3 of them are pushing up. This is looking like they're going to score. Not very good. I jump to survive. I have my super. I quickly hypercharge super the Fang so I can get some healing and slow him down and take him out of the mix. Hopefully, my teammates have a better time without having to deal with him. And it looks like my teammates have pushed up, which is great, but unfortunately Bo took one of them out. But it doesn't matter, my teammates scored, we won that game. Holy moly, we are still going. Brawl Ball game number 6. Minute 22 of this video. I have never made a video this long. I tried to do a little sneaky self-pass jump goal, but I didn't make it there. But at least my Colts took one of them out, and the Jackie is pretty low health. I'm now coming back into the mix to help out. My BB doing some fantastic supers. We just got to deal with this Sandy. I go to pass it to my teammate, but unfortunately don't reach them. I walk out of the Sandy super right as it's about to take me out, just trying to deal some damage to this BB with my damage gear active. But it is a little tough. I am taking too much damage. I don't have enough health. I need to stay out of the Sandy's range, which is somewhat similar to mine. I go to super the BB a bit too late, and my Nita is just in the not Nita. My teammate is just in the corner, so the BB gets an easy goal, which is not great. Not ideal at all. And then both my teammates go down, which is also not great or ideal. But luckily, I quickly take out the Jackie and I super the BB to deal with her for a second. But Sandy supers with that little silence, and unfortunately, we lose and get taken out. So, on to the last game mode, Gem Grab. I am using one of my favorite brawlers, maybe my current main, to be honest, Brock. And it is not great because I took the wall break gadget because I figured I could break open the whole map and I'd probably have an advantage over the enemy team. But the Edgar and Daryl really are jumping on us, and we don't really have much to deal with that. We do have a whole lot to sustain with the healing from Poco, but the Daryl and Edgar have a decent amount of health and a ton of damage, and they just keep respawning and coming back to us. So it is a bit tough here, and when the Daryl does a perfect roll right onto me, unless the Poco does a super clutch super, there's just about nothing I can do. So I'm just trying to do what damage I can. I've opened the map partially. I'm going to open it a bit more here so I can have even more access to these guys. But when Daryl rolls on me and he has that damage reduction shield, it is very tough to deal with him, especially with a high health like that. And you see right there, Edgar jumps onto me. Luckily, Nita finishes him off, but I have nothing I can do really, and he takes me out. But now Poco and I are coming back into the fray. We have 4 gems. They have quite a few. I'm just looking to land a hypercharge super here. Does a bit of damage to Nita, but it's not perfect. Unfortunately, Daryl with his dang shield, look, he's tanking all 3 of our shots with all of our ammo. That is crazy. I definitely needed that jump gadget to A, get away from him, and B, knock him back, and C, do a very little bit of damage. But it is what it is. You see he rolls onto me. I do so much less damage when he has that shield. He has so much health. There's just about nothing we can do. But luckily, the Daryl gets taken out, resetting the countdown timer. And we almost have 10 gems ourselves. And this Nita has the 10. I'm just trying to do some damage, take her out. I can take her out with the super right here, which is excellent. But I get taken out. And right now, it is not looking very good. The Poco is angry. I definitely don't have the right gadget, and their comp is like the opposite of our comp, and it was just a bit unfortunate for us. And I'm trying to take out this Daryl, but once again, he's too mobile, too tanky. It is a very tough. If you watch this whole thing, that actually means so much to me. It really helps me. I appreciate it so much. Please comment below what video you'd like to see. Love you guys. See ya.